Yeah.
And what we do want to see more of course, is support for people in need. And this time it's all about donning a green ribbon to support Amputees Awareness Week, which is coming up, Das.
Yeah, the focus of the week is to help reduce the stigma attached to those who have lost a limb. And one guy doing his best to do just that is an inspirational engineer giving kids around the country a hand, literally.
We found out at 16 weeks pregnant that Izzy didn't have her left hand. So it was a bit nerve-wracking up until when she was born, but then when she was here, there was clearly nothing else wrong with her. Not that there's anything wrong with her at all. She's perfect, just as she is.
There isn't anything a mother wouldn't do for her child.
Yes, and I'm sleeping.
So Kate was adamant she was going to find a way to help Izzy.
I was very proactive, so I was speaking to researchers and all sorts of people, and I came across Matt's work and was really amazed by what he was doing. So I wrote to him, I think Izzy was about 3 weeks old, and he wrote back and said, "Congratulations, it's a bit early, but I'll put her on our list," which he did.
This is Matt Bowtell. He designs and builds hands for people for free all over the world.
In 2014, I was working as a senior engineer at Toyota, and they announced that we'd be closing down in 3.5 years' time. And I just wanted to find a way that I could use my engineering skills to really help people. So I decided to make one hand for one kid at the time using a 3D printer, and it just became really, really addictive and something that I knew that I wanted to continue doing.
Matt's designs are all open source, meaning anyone in the world can download them and print them on a 3D printer.
So before we release any of our designs open source, we verify that we can make them on the lowest cost 3D printer available. This is a $200 printer that was bought at Aldi. So this may be the only thing that people are able to access in different parts of the world. So it's really important for us to ensure that our designs can actually be made on machines that aren't as high quality as ours.
But this technology is so inexpensive that even Matt's top-end printers are only $1,300 each.
The reason we have so many printers is because it takes about 12 to 15 hours to print one hand, but spreading those parts over multiple printers, we're able to reduce that lead time down to 4 hours per hand. So we're able to make multiple hands a day.
One of those hands has now been made for 3-year-old Izzy.
So when the hand first arrived, she kind of just had this look of awe on her face and just a giggle that was, very heartwarming. But, it's not meant to be something that she wears every day, and she doesn't. Like most kids, she kind of threw it away after a little bit, after the novelty had worn off. But we asked for the hand for a very specific reason, which was for riding her bike. Crash!
I went the wrong way.
The biggest difference I think it's made is with her confidence. Just the joy and, they're the little things that I think we all take for granted. We were at a party the other day and all of the kids were playing with bubbles, and when she put the hand on and she was able to hold the tube of bubbles, the look on her face was just a sense of almost belonging and pride. It was just like, I'm just like all of these other kids.
Although Kate and Matt have been in contact for over 3 years, they've never actually met.
Hi, Matt.
Hello.
It's really good to put a face to the name.
Yeah, likewise.
We've been having all sorts of fun getting to know your hand, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great.
And it fits really, really well.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh no!
And what's the favourite
Thing you've tried with your new hand, Izzy?
Doing my scooter.
Oh, using it on your scooter.
would you like one?
Made out of sparkly purple.
Oh, sparkly purple. That sounds very
on at the
exciting.
moment.
Well, yeah, we can't thank you enough, Matt, because it's been really so amazing watching her be able to do little things that she, has wanted to do for so long.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. I'm just glad to see you smile.
Yeah. He just has such a care about the people that he works with and the respect that he's treated us with, and just the heart that he has treated us with has been, it's heartwarming. It's heartwarming.
We can Really cuddle.
Yeah, what a brilliant story. An extraordinary man proving the power of one can have such an impact on the lives of many. And Matt is going to join us right here after the break on the House of Wellness. Before the break, we met Melbourne engineer Matt Bowtell and 3-year-old Izzy, just one of the many kids Matt's helped by designing and making a working hand absolutely free of charge. Matt joins us now. Welcome, mate.
Thank you.
I tell you what, Matt, I absolutely love what you do. You're changing lives, and this all started by you being made redundant, like from a retrenchment. What was the link? How did you end up here?
I started making hands. I wanted to make one hand for one kid while we were going through this really, really difficult time at Toyota. And, you know, it was a situation where it was seen quite negative at the time, and I just wanted to do something positive, because I think in life we can't always control what goes on around us, but the one thing that we can control is our mindset and our attitude, and I just wanted to do something positive with my skills as an engineer to help people.
Matt, what are the hands or devices made of?
So we actually make our hands out of a compostable material.
Wow.
It's actually derived from cornstarch, so which I think is really, really important from a sustainability point of view.
We're always talking about that type of
and especially with you know, with the plastic problem that we have, you know, to teach young children about good uses for plastic.
I still can't believe you just do not charge for that, the actual hands or the devices or your work. How much would one of those cost to make?
One of these hands here would cost about, at that size, about $5. $5 to $8, yes, in materials.
Yeah. But that's not counting the hours of work that you've put into it. And
yes,
even your IP, you know, you've designed these and you're giving that away.
Yeah, so the reason I put that price on it is the material price, and we release all of our designs open source, so anyone around the world is able to download them, scale them to the correct size and print them out. So that's the material cost, which would cost somebody else to make it.
Okay, so but how do you fund your business, your life?
Well, how do you make your cash, Matt?
How do you survive?
Well, my redundancy payout from Toyota has helped me to survive for the last 2 years. And my wife told me just to follow my passion, and she supported me all the way, and we both work full-time at the moment as volunteers, and we've just founded a charity called Free 3D Hands, and she supports me and has my back.
And you've had some sponsorship as well along the way? Some support?
We've had support through crowdfunding up until now, but now that we're a registered charity, we're able to accept tax-deductible donations.
Well, Matt, you are an inspiration in every sense, and you brought in some examples of your work, and I believe not every item is an exact body part. Can you talk us through what you've been able to do here?
So this is what we call the kinetic hand, and this is for children born without fingers, and it affects about 1 in 10,000 kids, to be able to use wrist movement to open and close the fingers. So if you bend the wrist on that, you'll actually see that the fingers can then open and close. And this allows, you know, to do simple grasps, to pick up a cup or to hold on handles.
And what's this interesting thing?
We make all kinds of things, and this was this piece here was originally made for a girl that didn't necessarily want a hand. All she wanted to do was skip with her friends at school. Right? So it's a skipping rope attachment, which you can put the handle of a skipping rope in. And then there was another kid who wanted to play the piano but didn't have a left hand. So we invented this little thing that goes into the skipping rope attachment, which they already had. And then just by rotating the wrist, it stretches 1 octave of a piano. And you can play in any major or minor key. So just little simple things like this, and that would probably cost 50 cents to make.
And how much joy that's bringing someone, you know.
But also, Matt, what you've highlighted there is children want to feel the same and feel accepted, and to play with their friends in exactly the way that their friends play. And you're giving them that freedom.
Well, we don't have a means test. You know, if the kid wants to skip, they can skip, and whether they're born in Toorak or Timbuktu, we post them out to them all around the world. We just sent one of these skipping rope attachments to someone in Africa the other day. So
What's been some of the biggest challenges you've faced doing this?
Probably the biggest challenge that we had was recently, someone tried to shut us down, actually. We had the Therapeutics Goods Administration reevaluate whether these devices are a medical device or whether they're an assistive device. And we had some really great news. And we've been classified as these not being a medical device, so we can continue providing them to people around the world. So that was a really big win, I think, for this movement in making devices more accessible to people around the world.
So they're robotics. They're not supposed to be a prosthetic of any kind.
No, so these are assistive devices. They're not designed to be worn all of the time, but just to enhance people's ability to try new things.
And what's next for you then?
What's next? Well, we're working with 2 biomedical engineering students from Melbourne University to develop a bionic arm. So we're trying to develop the equivalent of a $40,000 to $60,000 arm, and our target is $50 in parts.
Wow.
Your brain.
I love it.
Unbelievable, Matt. What a gift you have.
See, for me, it's just something that I really, really enjoy. I really enjoy making things and being able to share that with other people. And I think each and every one of us has something really special that we can share with others. And it just, for me, it's brought so much happiness and joy. And I want to be doing this for a very, very long time to come.
Yeah, man, you shared that you've used your redundancy from being retrenched at Toyota to help fund this part of your life. You're 2 years in, but at some point, to make this sustainable, what do you need? Because everyone has to, look after themselves and their own family at the same time. What's the model that's going to work for you?
So I have a really strong reservation in drawing a wage from the charity from mum and dad donations. So at the moment, what we really would like is a corporate sponsor that donates to the charity with the intention of us being able to draw a wage just to put food on the table from that, so that then, when a mum or dad from around the country donates, they know that that money is going towards making hands and getting to them, to people all around the world.
We've had some inspirational stories in the House of Wellness, Matt. That's right up there. Congratulations on the work that you're doing. What a great story indeed. And don't forget to pick up a green ribbon for National Amputee Awareness Week coming up in October. Plus, go to the House of Wellness website to find out how you can contribute to Matt's very good cause as well. Up next, Heinzie's on the Waste Warpath. Plus, we sniff out the positive power of sense right here on the House of Wellness.